So you guys, well, just finished with washing my hair and now I started off with the leave-in conditioner from Kanto. I think I've been using it for about a year, and then yeah, as I just showed you, I'm following up with the Vitafro hair food. Yeah, this I've been also using for quite some time. I think like over 7 years, I'm not sure. And just I don't know if you guys like, for those who come from Zim, that's my name. For those who come from Zim, if you remember the product Black Attitude, when I went to Zim this time, like last time, I actually saw it, and I feel like the Vitafro has similar properties. For those who don't know, like Black Attitude is like a hair food that's mixed with weed, because growing up, or I don't know if it's a proven fact, but like weed apparently helps or stimulates hair growth. But for those who are scientifically gifted and who've got scientific knowledge, please let me know in the comment section if it's true kuti weed actually stimulates hair growth. But like Vitafro, let me see, does it even have petroleum jelly, lanolin, cocoa? I don't know. If there is weed inside, then it's not stated. I guess it'll make it illegal in some parts of the world. But yeah, and then then I follow up with my Black Chic hair food with coconut oil. I know for those, there's some like who say, oh, petroleum jelly is bad for your hair, whatnot, but I guess this is like something that I grew up still using, because like at this point, as much as I want my hair to keep growing, I just feel like yes, it's standard, but I don't think it's from the petroleum jelly. It's just, I think I've got so many split ends, and I think this year, like at one point I'd found a hairdresser who could trim hair very well. And then she got sick, and she left the industry. And as cliche as it sounds, I don't trust everyone with my hair. I feel like hair is so delicate, and you shouldn't just let anyone on your hair. But anyway, since I'm going to blow dry it, I'm going to be using my, what is this, Revlon what wait, let me go check on the box what it's called. So my lazy self, I just brought the box. This one, it's a one-step voluminizer. My gosh, power of a dryer, volume of a styler, salon hair dryer, and voluminizer. I feel like I'm saying that wrong, but yeah, since I'm going to be adding heat, starting with the blow drying and then with the straightening, I'm going to add this L'Oreal heat protector. The breakage, yeah, you guys are definitely going to have to make it. Oh yeah, you guys, I don't know, I forgot where I was going with the story. So I bought, so after this incident of me losing the hairdresser that I thought I had found, I bought like a trimming scissors, washed look at this language scramble. I watched Brad Mondo. I still watch him, but like on like some tips on how to trim hair, and various of other creators, random I guess, but like unfortunately I don't remember them because it's quite a while. And from Brad Mondo's videos, Brad Mondo's videos, yeah, I got to learn that I needed like more like a professional scissors, whatnot, blah blah. And yeah, long story short, I bought the scissors and was determined to start trimming my hair. I think like every 3 months or something to remove like the split ends and like to make it grow, to help it grow. But up until this day, this was the time I wanted to trim my hair and I couldn't find the scissors. And then after that, I ended up finding the scissors later, and I didn't want to do it. Like I didn't feel like doing it, and I think it's been like 3 years. I don't know. And yeah, here we are. Here we are. The straightener. I know, I feel like the blow dryer could have done more, but I am such a lazy person that it's not even properly dry. Usually I just use it to like quickly dry my hair if I have to go somewhere quickly, or today I'm not going anywhere, but like I want to straighten my hair. That's the rush. Otherwise, usually I just air dry it. I think maybe once I have like a proper dressing table, then I'll have the patience to like blow dry it slowly. And even like this parting is too thick for straightening, but I cannot be bothered. So we have our Timo, I don't even know how to pronounce it. So yeah, you can add the heat, you can reduce the heat. And now, yeah, let me increase. Yeah, it's best to like do less. The less passes you do, the better. And I love this Timo because you do not burn your scalp, okay? So and I'm just doing this straightening because I want my sleek bun to be sleeking, you know, to be nyato. So it's not even going to be a proper straightening. It's just what I'm doing is just the damage. Wow! Wow! Okay. Wow! I've never gotten it this nice. Okay. So slow and sturdy makes the whatever. I don't know how the saying goes. Slow and steady finishes the race. Wow! Though yeah, the hair is burning, but wow! Wow! Okay. I think I need to set an appointment by the hairdresser. Ooh, okay, let me reduce the heat. It's burning. Wow! I think I'm actually already excited. I know it's only one thick. It's the first line, but I love it. I just wish I had a personal hairdresser, you guys. Nah, you know what? I wish I had mine where I don't have to overthink. Okay, and do you remember me saying, Kuti, you won't burn? But I think, let me take that back. You do burn. Because like my hair is still a bit wet. So when the oil, it's fried, getting fried. And then when that fried water goes to the scalp, it burns. And the chiseling is there, shame. Okay, no, there was a quicker pass. because I also don't want to stay too long on the hair. Yeah, the second line was just like, ugh. Oh, it doesn't have to be perfect. Hello guys, you see the smoke, I don't know if it's transferring, and the hair is good. Like, it could be better. It could be better, but I actually like this. Okay, you see the vision. You see the vision, because like now it's not so flat. But yeah, I've also done like sleek bun without straightening it. And it came out nice. But this time, I want it to be like mwah. I hope what's in my mind will come out. Like, I hope it will come out how I'm imagining it. But yeah, that's that. We're going to tie this up. The line is not even straight. Let me see. Cause then I'll fix this. When this is my middle line. Let's see. I'll say. So this is a few days later from the time that I washed my hair, and I straightened it, or washed and straightened it, and now I'm just like adding a bit of water so that the frizz or the product that I'm going to be using for the sleek bun, sleek ponytail, whatever, sleek hair down, sleek my hair down, can hold easily. So I'll be using this Dux Freeze Gel. Brought it from Zimbabwe. I actually really love it. Also, like back then I used to use Isoplast, and this, let me see if I still have it. I still have it. And this Shine Jam is English Edge Control. But for me, it didn't like, well, I saw it where people used it for while braiding. So yeah, I tried it while braiding and it didn't work the way I wanted it to, or at least maybe I don't braid as much as I thought I would. So I ended up using it to do the sleek bun. But then the Dux is like official item from Zimbabwe that we use. Well, there are so many other products, guys. Yo, let me not say we that I use before you guys come for me. So this method, I saw it from a few YouTube videos that I watched, whereby like my hair is detangled. So you first detangle your hair, and then you divide the hair into sections, so that you ensure that you put on enough product. So yeah, let me just turn around. This is what it's giving. So I think I'm going to actually increase the parting for the back part. Yeah, let me actually do like this one. Yeah, let me see. And you guys, I'm just going to show you snippets, but I've described what I'll be doing. And then so this is the back parting, the part where I'll first put my product, and the front part I'm going to start off, well, the back or so, that's where I'm going to start off. And then let me put a spider clip, and then I already try to do my middle part so that once I start I don't waste time. Then I've got my middle part. It's always sort of easy because I've got a bit like the hair in the center, always like upper. It comes a bit forward. It progresses. And you guys tell me why I wash my hair, I think like, what is it? Oh, Friday. I think I washed it like 2-3 days ago, and I already have dandruff. And I'm sure before you say, hey, no, Chena, didn't get clean. No, I did, because every time I wash my hair, I do like 4 washes with shampoo, 2 washes with the, what is it? Head and Shoulders, and then 2 washes with the Avon anti-dandruff and what as you saw it in the video just previously, and then 2 washes or 1, let me not lie, 2 washes with the Head and Shoulders, 1 wash with the dandruff what, and then a 1 wash with the Shine and what, it's also a shampoo. So I don't know why I ordered that one, because I don't like the Shine. I don't deem it necessary because my hair shines whether I have that extra shampoo or not. And since I use petroleum, all products with petroleum, it will shine from all the oily oils. then oil that's not really crazy. Ignore that part. So you guys, I'm just going to listen to or watch a YouTube video rather, and the rest I'm just going to put music over everything. So yeah, let's get into it. And I'm putting you guys behind just so that you see how I started the back. And then yeah, and we continue moving. This is like the the pre-Alex hair. Tomorrow I'll also do the edges properly with one moment, where is it? I have this gummy, what, I added a little bit already. And then yeah, my ducks, and because I didn't want to use a lot of ducks and a lot of products, I also ended up adding a bit of the shine jam. And made it empty because the line is not straight. I think you can tell. I can see, but it's too late. Yeah, it is what it is. Because the thing is, when I like do this, it comes back to. But hey, guys, I tried. It is what it is. And it's off, guys. I should have started with this side, maybe. But I already layered everything, and it's also like I tied a lot, and yeah, it is what it is. I'll put this in a bun tomorrow. Actually surprised, but it's not this much. Well, let me go sleep, and then we'll do some touch-ups when we're all glammed up. So yeah, see you in the next clip. Hi guys, so today is the day of the Alex Warren and concert, and I'm not getting ready. So yeah, I'm done in like all bath and whatever. So I'm not doing my makeup. I always start with my brows, and yeah. I think you watched. Oh no, you didn't. It's coming later, I think. There's another YouTube. Oh my gosh, another makeup video that I did, but that one I was just doing it because I was bored. Yeah, I find it difficult to multitask when I'm doing makeup. I can multitask with other stuff, but when I'm doing makeup, I find it really difficult. And I don't even know why now I'm doing the brows, because I'm not thinking about it. I had said to myself, I'm just going to go for a makeup, no makeup look. But I guess here we are doing the brows. I need to sharpen the pencil. And if you're wondering where I got it from, I just got it a couple of years ago. It's actually my last good one, I think. I got it a couple of years ago from Zim, from these China shops. If you come from Zim, it's just like Xinjiang. What? If you don't come from Zim, it's just like shops that sell stuff from China. Oh, not specifically China, but like stuff. I don't know how best I can say this without sounding bad, but like China shops is like stuff that are from China, but they're not of good quality, because for some reason we get like most of the shops sort of, or we believe we get the bad rejects, like if it's duplicates of stuff, then we get like the bad quality, while like other first world countries are getting better quality of products from China. And like most of the times the stuff from China shops, since they're of bad quality, you do not expect them to be good. So I'm actually surprised, Kuti, like this has been my go-to brow pencil. Eyebrow. What? I'm mixing accents because I don't know which one is which, but I listen to different creators, so try to end up. Okay. This is looking good already. Could actually just go like this. Yeah. And then yeah, so that I do not bore you, I think, I'm not sure, I'm going to try to time this. I'm about a minute in. I'm going to try to do this in 30 minutes. Let me actually start the timer. Ooh. Then that way, I wanted to watch a movie while I was doing it, but one, I want to talk to you guys or just chill with you guys, and two, it would have taken way longer for me because I'll be like watching the movie and also sometimes pausing to watch the scenes, and yeah. So when started the timer, let's just say a minute in, so when I'm done we'll just add a minute if I don't forget, or if you guys, when you then watch, you just remember to add a minute. So while I'm doing my makeup, I'm going to try to chat with you as well. Let me do a story time. So what happened was, I remember, when was this? I think it was a year into my Ausbildung, like the nursing apprenticeship, and a friend of mine, Amanda, you've seen her a couple of times or a few times on my channel. She came up with the idea of going to Budapest because she had seen a creator or someone kind of unknown, I don't remember, who had been there, and she loved it, and she was like, hey girl, would you like to join me to go to Budapest? That was like our first, I think, yeah, that was our first for both of us, I think. For her maybe not, but for me, was it? I think so, I'm not sure anymore. Let's just say it was our first European trip ever. And not that we had money, right? I'm coming to the part there. But it was just a trip that we were like, you know what, we've been working, trying to make ends meet, and like paying for our own, well, for me, she was lucky, Kuti, her voluntary year, her employer paid her language course, but for me, I had to pay it on my own. I tried to ask from my employer to pay, so that they pay for me, but they were like, you already get an allowance as a volunteer or what for this year per month, so we're not doing that for you. Use that money. And the crazy thing, I don't know if these employers know how expensive know how expensive the language course is, because I got an allowance of 450. I know when you're in Zim, that is like perfect, like 450 you can do a lot, but yes, I had a bit of reduced rent. I was paying 75 per month for a one room, which is that's where I'm still staying actually, but it's no longer 75 anymore. They just reduce it for the voluntary year, and then after that they increase it. But yeah, they were like, you're already getting this allowance, and so yeah, fend for yourself. And you guys, I started that time I had only A1, and then when I arrived here in Germany, my host mom enrolled me into an A2, which was also like pointless because it was a repetition of A1. I wish I got enrolled in B1 directly, but then that started, and then COVID happened, so I didn't even end up doing proper A1. A2, I mean, sorry. And then that was that, and that's it. You guys, I'm such a bad storyteller because when I'm multitasking, I forget where I was, and then I have to like retract and whatever. But yeah, that was that. Oh yeah, it's the Budapest story. Okay, I remembered where I was now. And so since
she came up with the idea. We saved we had a bit of savings already, so we booked our ticket, our plane ticket, and then our Airbnb. This is coming off a bit purple because I previously used paper eyeshadow. I tried to clean it off, but anyway, we tried. Yeah, we booked our plane ticket, our Airbnb, and everything was set, so to say. And yeah, you guys, we literally that month we had booked our plane, we had booked our Airbnb, and we then we put money aside, I think about 200 euros to spend, which was okay because like I forgot rather the currency that they use in Budapest, like the name of it. Yeah, so we went to the bank, or you don't need to go there personally. You can just call them and like ask to change your money into a certain currency wherever you're going. So we did that, and we literally like our banks. And obviously we had to buy outfits for the trip, auntie. Then manje we bought our outfits, and then like if not good, our bank we were now like in overdraft, and we literally had the cash at hand, and that was our money. And yeah, so we went to a trip, fine. We even got a deal, like we booked Eurowings. We what do you call it? This is not the look I was going for, but yeah, we had a delay on our way there that we ended up arriving very late, but the host was so nice about it, and like he came and then showed us around in the Airbnb. It wasn't really necessary though, because everything was self-explanatory, but well, I guess he felt inclined, and we were so tired. I remember I think we arrived like at the place at around midnight or almost midnight, and we just thought that he was going to say, okay, here are the keys, it's late, bye. He then showed us around the apartment, whatever, of which everything was explained, or like the pictures were on the Airbnb. Saka, we're now just looking at each other like, Amanda, like, this man, can he just now wrap it up? We wanna sleep, because one thing about us, when we go somewhere, we've got a full itinerary. If we're relaxing, we actually also have that in a plan. And yeah, we're just not like, we actually have to wake up early to start off with our exploration day and whatever. And this man is explaining everything nice of them, but we don't need it. I know it might come off strange, not so nice, but yeah. And then I wanted to make it like a lighter pink, but one, I'm not that light to have such a lighter pink shade, so I'm trying to build up. And the brush that I'm using is also not the best, because the better brush has a darker shade and I cannot clean it off properly. But nah, so this he ended up leaving later. We had a great time in Budapest. Then the day of coming back, manche. Every time I talk about this, Amanda loves, and I love as well. But like that day, it was nice, but what happened? Before I say what happened, I'm a very emotional person. If I can cry on commando, I just have to think about something very sad and I can start crying. Movies, I cry when there's a happy end, when there's a sad end. Like I'm a crier. If I am stressed, I cry myself to sleep, or I can just cry. I can just go in the bathroom, look at myself in the mirror and cry. If I'm having an argument with my boyfriend, he doesn't know it, but he can just say something that triggers me, and then I just start crying, and I'll be just replying normally, but I'll be literally bawling my eyes out. And yeah. Yeah, that is that. So at the airport, we get there, we are now checking in. We're being told, Kuti, the ticket that you bought, we had like those large handbags and the small suitcase that fits in the cabin bag, so to say. And then, so usually I would then go with my eyeliner, but since it's not yet cleaned up, like the eyeshadow that's here, I'll do like my eyeliner later. But I want it to be like just soft eye, and I think it's okay. Let me just do my inner eye. So we get to the check-in, and we're supposed to check in, and then we're being told, Kuti, your ticket is only for your handbag, the bags are extra. And then we're like, but when we came on like this, no one said anything. Of which, coming to think, when we later realized, Kuti, since our flight to Budapest had been delayed, because they end up just saying everyone in, there was no longer saying group A, group B, what, yeah. So we just thought, oh, maybe like after the fact of what had happened, just thought, Kuti, perhaps they missed that because they just sent everyone in and didn't look. But anyway, they had said, oh yeah, we had 50 euros left cash though. Because apparently we ended up not spending as much as we needed to. And this 50 euros, we hadn't changed it. I forgot why we hadn't, but like both of us literally had 50 euros, like the coincidence. And then we're like, yeah, we because the price of the bag was also 50 euros at the airport. And then we're like, yeah, okay, we've got the money. And they're like, no, we don't take cash, you need to use card. Do you remember, Kuti, our card was in overdraft, and during that time mine would sometimes agree to do an overdraft, but Amanda's never agreed. It always like just denied. So we knew, Kuti, it's going to deny. And then on me starting to cry. Well, I didn't cry, but like I was teary because now we had to look for someone in the line who had a credit card and we'll give them cash. And then it just started scanning because we were just like, okay, let's wait per side, because the other option was like leaving our bags and then kind of paying later, and then there would be shift, of which they could have flown, but that could have costed more. We didn't even ask for that option because like, what would we have done? That would have cost us more. So we're like, all right, I'm taking off. We're like, okay. We started scanning. In me, I'm getting all teary. Amanda is laughing, and I'm like, bruv, you are laughing. This is not funny. And in I'm all emotional now. And then thankfully we ended up finding this guy who was, I think it was business guy. We didn't even ask. We just scanned, and then he had a friendlier face. Cause like, you know, other people will be just looking at you like, what is wrong with these people? And like, you know, when you are put aside, it's as if you've got something illegal or something. So maybe the people that were in the line and thought, these girls, and worse, sometimes we try to forget it when you're the side about the skin, but it's something that will always be the case. Even though people try to say we're open-minded, it's not everyone who is like that. And even if they are open-minded, there is always that prejudgment that comes, and they like it reflects on the face directly. Even though if someone adjusts it, in like, you know, that split second where you've got that frown or whatever, we see it, like you see it directly, and you just try to ignore it, but it's there. I think it will always be the case when you're in a foreign country that is predominantly not your color. We try to ignore that. Excuse my French, but that is predominantly white or another race where they feel kuti, you're a foreigner, and some have the belief kuti you do not belong here, despite you integrating in their culture and whatnot. But yeah, I ended up finding this guy. I told him our disaster and asked to use his credit card, and in turn would give him the cash, and like, yeah, it was $100 for the two of us. And thankfully he agreed. Well, he first had to talk to his father, and his father like, huh, what do they want? Yeah. And the funny thing is, like, people talk and they forget that you can actually understand them, but it is what it is. Who are we? Yeah. So yeah, that is the story about Budapest. Every time we talk about it, we always laugh now, but in the moment I was crying, Amanda was laughing. I guess it's a coping mechanism. I cry to cope. She laughs to cope. If you see me laughing, it's either I'm trying to avoid the tears, or it's an after effect. Like now, definitely I don't cry about the situation anymore, but in the moment I did cry. Well, I had watery eyes and I couldn't even speak. The thing is, there's some people who can speak when they have tears in their eyes. In any manje, I can speak, but you can tell Kuti, she's about to cry. My voice will be shaky and whatnot, and it's not good. And I don't know why I cry a lot. I've had the problem since primary. I even remember when I was actually in grade 6 and 7, we had a teacher. He would, if you get an answer wrong, I think he would like pinch your cheeks and whatnot. And this other time, we are going into another story. And this other time, like he startled me, and I didn't want to cry. Okay, I didn't want to cry, but I don't know, I got startled and started crying. And then I was like in the last row with the girls, and then after us we would see the boys, and then this guy was like, Tanya, are you okay? And then I couldn't answer because now I was now embarrassed, because like, girl, why are you freaking crying? Nothing dramatic happened, you just got startled. And the teacher was like, leave her alone, because if you continue like battering her, whatever, she will not learn. She has to learn to be like strong and not kuchema, like crying for no reason. And yeah, I got startled, but I totally understand, because like there wasn't any valid reason for me crying. Yeah, but like, yeah, since I have always been a crybaby, and apparently it's not going away. Where did I put the oil now? I'm looking for the concealer. Well, now on the camera it's saying 22 minutes. On the phone it's saying 18, or 22 including the part where I started talking. But yeah, today I'm also doing small yeah, let me think if I've got more stories for you. I feel like I'm such a bad storyteller, and my stories are not out of this world, or so I think, and that makes the narration not so fun. Oh yeah, I'm also looking there because I forgot to say that in the beginning. That's where my mirror is. I need a dressing table. If I had space, I would have had. I don't know if I mentioned it in some previous videos. I wanted, because like when I moved in, it was a furnished small apartment, and then I kept on I said to myself, after I finished my Ausbildung, that's when I'll move, because they had also the same apartment that I have, but not furnished. And I was like to myself, after I finish my Ausbildung, I'll then ask to move into an unfinished apartment. And I did, but unfortunately, also during the time I asked, it was also the time where they phased out the unfurnished apartments. And yeah, so I didn't, and I don't want to move into like the 2-roomed apartments that they have here, because they're not so extravagant, or they're not so wow to my thinking, to what I think. Oh, eyeliner. You guys, I've got a liquid liner, and I think, I don't remember it, well, you'll see the video later though, the makeup video. That one, wait, I'm going to be quiet for a bit now so that I'm steady with my hand. So, as you can see, I actually now have to throw away this liquid liner because it's practically finished. Is this? Yeah. And I have this one is not liquid, it's more like pencil, but like you scroll it. Oh, okay. You scroll it out, and it's not as pointy, so I need to get a new one. Oh, 25 minutes. Oh my word. Well, 30 minutes is almost there. Oh, 26. We've got 4 minutes. I think this is okay. I wish it could have been a darker black, but I like it. You cannot tell me otherwise. Oh, and the pink ended up coming together. The build-up worked. I think I can actually like do this as an everyday look for work. But guys, I wish I had the motivation. But anyway, that's that. And then we're going in with I'm actually almost done. A little bit of contour. I'm still learning to do this. So almost every makeup I have to like have it. And I learned the contour doesn't have to come down here. It has to stay up here. Something like this. But I don't know. Still learning, guys. That, and then also here to have that chiseled look. But I saw in one of the videos that I did that I had contoured like this. Well, not like this, but like I had done upper. I didn't blend it out. I didn't. What brush was this? I don't even remember. Maybe I can actually use this for my contour, because I used to use the sponge, but then since I use the sponge for the foundation, I end up sort of like putting down the contour didn't make sense, or covering it rather. But oh yeah, I also not read head chinzo imanje. I also saw on the videos that I'm watching now. Oh, and hands like blend upwards. The job. The videos that I have been watching, you can also start off with foundation. like a darker shade. Of which, like, this is a foundation. Is this a foundation stick? It's a matte stick, the Fenty Beauty what, and I think a friend of mine uses it as her foundation. For me, if this was my foundation, I would cry, because, well, alright, maybe I would cry just because I'm using it in a darker shade, and the blending, I'm still not the best at blending. But I'll blend upwards or towards the hairline. Time makeup, you guys. It's all fun and games until you have to wash it off. So like this one, this has to be, oh guys, 33, oh my word, I'm not talking too much, 30 minutes. So my mark is up, and I think I also have less time left on the camera, because I have a lot of videos for you guys that I haven't edited, and I have to work them off so that I can free up space on the SD card. And shooting in 4K also takes up space, I've noticed. So a few videos can fill up the I don't know if it did anything, but let's just hope so. And then since I'm soft pink, I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. blush in Coral Crush, because today we are pinky vibes, and I'm just going to do it here, and a little goes a long way with this. At least that way I can build up if it's too little. I didn't put concealer here, and here. I'll do it after the fact. One moment. I just want to like give you guys a sort of preview of how everything will be looking like before the camera switches off. I think we sort of okay, so we're just going to go in with this. Is it's a bit different. My routine when I did the under eye, I would have also done here, but yeah, it is what it is now. And so somehow, I forgot what I needed to say. I forgot. And sometimes I put like a highlighter shade up. I'm not going to do that because my concealer is already light enough. I'm 40 minutes in, okay? Almost done. Just a little bit here to add a bit of depth to the nose. Let's see how we I think I'm going to go with this brush. Is it the right one? I don't know. But at least I love how pretty it is. You guys, I watch like a lot of creators, like makeup creators, and they've got names for these brushes, where you can get them, why it's good for you, And anyway, for me, as long as it's a brush, I have to make it work, because I don't have money, number one, to like be specific with the brushes that I get. So this time I just bought a brush set. That's why this one was still clean. But I figured Kuti, I think it has everything that I need. And it's doing the job, okay? I think that's all that matters. You cannot tell me anything. Look at me being all proud. Anyway, that is that. And then I'm now going to go in with my setting spray. I don't like this, but it has to. Okay. Usually after this, I go in with, I know it's supposed to set and everything. So let me just leave it. Actually then go with my powder, what, but today we're not doing that. Because the powder will make me, I don't know, and I don't want that full glam like that. And I feel like this is nice. Guys, let me bag it up. So that's it, guys. We are at, let me show you. Where are we at? 43 minutes. 43 minutes 40. I don't know if it will take like the mirror or if it will take like this, because yeah, it's like a mirror image. But 43 minutes 40 seconds, 84 split seconds. Well done to myself. Yeah, okay. So that is it. And the next time that we're seeing each other is when we are now like pre-entering the venue, or like a short clip on our way there. I don't know if I'll take much, because I'm also trying to save battery for my phone. I am carrying a power bank though, but yeah, you understand me. So that's it from me, guys. Thank you for watching, and to be continued. Stay tuned. I think if all goes well, I'm going to post this today, which is a Monday, which will be a Monday. And then but the concert was on Saturday when the time we're watching this, and then the whole concert vibes will be posted on Friday on my regular post day. And if you haven't subscribed, why, look at this beauty, asking you kindly to please subscribe. Anyway, bye.